Good morning, everyone. My name is Fawaz, and we have Viral Parmar with us, who is a cybersecurity enthusiast. And today he's going to be talking about why cybersecurity is important in today's day and age. So over to you, Viral. You can introduce yourself, and then we can proceed with the session.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for my introduction. Thank you for inviting me here in your college. And my today's topic is focusing on what is cybercrime, how it happens, and how to prevent such things. It will be more over prevention sides, precaution sides, what kind of things that we can do, where we can do, and from there, we can save yourself by any kind of such cyber crimes. So, starting my today's topic with. Before that, this is me. My name is Viral Parmar. I am founder and CEO of ComExpo Cybersecurity Foundation. It's a non-profit organization. By profession, I'm a cybersecurity researcher. I work with Mozilla, and I have given in 700 plus sessions across the world as of now, and solved some 500 plus cases of cybercrime, and aware more than 10 lakh people about basic privacy and security. Under my project, Logout Cyber Awareness Campaign. And I always believe and always say this thing to everyone, and that's why my motto is you should know hacking. Everyone should know hacking, but should not do hacking because it's illegal. You should not do this. Right? Either you'll end up in jail. And now, starting my today's topic, starting my today's agenda. My first point is data. So data is so important. Data is we use data a lot. And data is so important that we are nothing without data. Even ourselves, if we can say this thing that you are a data or me, I am also data, right? So my information, because all the information that I have about myself is a data now. Because either it's my iris scan or my fingerprint scan, my name, my email address, my phone number, everything is data now. And we are surrounded with data so much that we actually generate data the whole day long. And if we are doing anything, if we are not doing anything, we are generating data. Let's say you have a phone aside of yours, and your phone is there, and you are not using that phone. Still, the phone is generating data. And if you are using phone, obviously it's generating data. Let's say if you are not sending something or doing something or inserting something, or like in the internet or data or something like that, or let's say you are not posting something on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, wherever it is, but you are still using it, right? So it actually generates data. So data is so important these days. That the value of data is much more than the oil. That's why people these days say that data is a new oil. And even recently, once our Prime Minister Modi ji mentioned it, that it is not just oil worth more than oil. It is actually worth more than gold as well. That's why he compared with data as the new gold. So, but I would say that it's actually more than that as well, because the value of data is so much that company make billions and billions of dollars just because of data. So we use Google's company, we use Google, and we are using Google all the services of Google for free for many years, and you can see that they generate revenues. They are not charging it to us, and still they generate revenues, and they generate millions and billions of dollars. And how they can do that? It's just because of data. Similarly, if we talk about Facebook, so everyone is using Facebook for free. Facebook never charged for a single penny till now. Still, company owns billions and billions of dollars. They actually worth more than that, right? So how that is possible? Even that Facebook don't own the content that is posted on the Facebook. So we own the content. We create the content. We share the content. Like it's our intellectual property. But the how or what they are doing and how they make money out of it is using our data. Right. So data is so important that it's actually worth billions of dollars. Even we have recently seen this thing around a week ago or so. There was some outage in the Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram accounts and all. And then just because of like 4 or 5 hours outage, the service wasn't enabled. So company lost are almost 900 millions of dollars. And from stock markets, they lost almost $76 billion. And Mark Zuckerberg alone lost $6 billion. So you can understand, what is the value of data. Data is so important that it's very crucial to share or use information or use data on regular basis. And there are some other perspective of that as well. So maybe you heard about this thing that government of India banned 300 plus Chinese application. So what was the reason behind that? It was data only. So it was a major concern for data security. So we use data so much, and we use such a lot of application, and we generate data, we share data, and this application stores our data. And in that particular scenario, what happened? That all the data of ours, we were using applications like TikTok, Share Xander, then Cam Scanner and other applications, right? And all this information, whatever we are doing in our phone, and all this information is stored in this application. And this application was taking all our information because it have all the access of our phone, right, and everything. And then this data is stored in their server, which was situated in China. And then it is a possibility that this information that they have about us in Chinese server can be utilized or used by Chinese government as well, whenever it is required. So obviously it is a threat to national security. And you will be saying how. So let's say if some army personnel, armed personnel, some person from Indian Army, Air Force, BSF, CRPF, they're situated in India-Pakistan border, India-China border, and they are using such applications, and this information is just shared to these applications and stored in Chinese server. And Chinese government want that, then they can actually access that information, and from there they came to know that how many people are there in India-China border or India-Pakistan border, and who they are and what they're doing and all. Right. So it's very crucial, very sensitive information, obviously. So this will be an biggest issue that might happen. Similarly, let's say you will be saying, that's a defense thing. But what about us? Like, I'm not at the border, and how does it affect us or affect me? So maybe you saw this movie called Die Hard 4.0, right? Maybe you saw it. So if you're not, so let me tell you this thing, what happened in the movie. So there is some group of hackers who actually hacked the whole country, and using the information, everyone's information, and they use it, and they hack the whole country. And it has been also said that the next world war will be a cyber war. And if the cyber war happen, so obviously they require data. So, and it has been seen or said as well that this country like China is actually preparing for a world war, and it will be a cyber war, and they're preparing for cyber war. So that's why they are gathering all the information possible. So obviously then if that happens, so every individual in the country is a good asset, and if they want to turn up the whole economy upside down, they can do that using our information, right? So it's very crucial, very important. That's why whenever you install any application, always check that is it a Chinese application, is it an application or the company who is run or handled or monetized by China, right? If it doesn't, then you can use it. I would say that for a safer side. But if it is Chinese application, then I would suggest that please do not install it. And please also check that if you obviously you already have a lot of application in your phone, almost like 50 to 100 applications in your phone right now, right? So please go for that and check how many Chinese applications are there. And if you find that it is not required to use such application, and find some good alternative as well. So you will always find good alternatives. So if you find good alternatives, use that application instead of this Chinese application. So remove that application that you have in your phone and look for some good alternatives. Then then a lot of other things that happen with the data, a lot of information that we share or use and generate data. So you might have this devices, like there is a lot of smart devices there in the market, and you might be using them, right? So either it's in Google Home Mini, Amazon Alexa, or there are a lot of other smart devices like smart wearable devices, smart watch, Fitbit bands, smart car. Even this is everyone having a smart home system as well. Everything is smart in home, like smart lights and everything smart, right? Now, this devices, this particular devices that we are using, so this can be a bad idea to use. How you'll be saying, okay, it's good, it's like it's fun to use such application, and it's cool as well. But these devices actually are spying on you, and they have all your information, all the personal information of you. And if something goes wrong, let's say some hacker hacked the things, then your personal information can be used in very wrong way, right? So there will be some repercussion that you will regret later on. So there has been seen the few cases. So I have one or two case studies I'd like to share. One is one case happened in Florida. In Florida, it was in some murder case, and Florida police were investigating that case, and they were looking for some evidence, but they didn't find any good evidences. So they saw that one of the Alexa devices was there in that room, and they found that, okay, fine. So I think we can look for some evidence, audio recordings from this Alexa device. They're like, okay, let's ask Amazon. So they actually obtained this Alexa recording for the murder case investigation from Amazon. So that means, so when the murder happened, the devices were there and it was recording everything. So when that records everything, obviously it will be an audio evidence, right? So it's very clear that these devices are actually recording everything. So let's say if you have an Alexa, Amazon Alexa at your home, you are not using it, but still it's on. It's recording everything. So whatever you're saying, whatever is happening in your room or house, everything is been recorded. So obviously it's an your violation of privacy. Your privacy has been compromised. Whatever you do and other things, so everything is recorded there. So it's very serious. One of the even Amazon executive mentioned in one of his interview that whenever I want to have private moment, always turn off all the Alexa devices or go to some other room. There is no Alexa. So it's as some of the employee are saying from Alexa team only that this is a very serious case. Then we should understand, yeah, it's very actually it's serious and real, right? Even one of the according to one of the report. So this Amazon Alexa and this Google Home Mini devices uses some third-party application to provide services, and we actually allow that services. And this third-party application is actually spying on us, and they are recording, getting all the recording from these devices, and they are taking note of everything. Even I know a lot of people who mention this thing, and I have friends who told me that this devices actually records everything, and their company actually hired them to convert the whole recording from local language to English, and then send the transcript to the companies and all. So from that, I understand. Oh, okay, this is very serious. So I know you should not keep this thing plugged in like for 24/7. Right? Whenever if you want to use it, you can use for a while or something, and then you can remove it. So not keep it like for on for like 24/7, or else they will be recording everything and they'll be spying on you. So let me share a story. So this is a made up story. Okay, it's not real, but can be real. It may happen. It can happen. So uh, what happened is, let's say you are there and you came from your college and you failed in one or two subjects, and when you came from the college and you were like sad or yeah, you were sad or something, and then you came to your house and your mom was there in the kitchen, and you asked your mom, sorry, your mom asked you that what happened, why you're sad. You will saying that, mom, I got failed in two subjects, and your mom will be shouting on you, and your mom will be shouting on you and hitting you and stuff. And then later on in the evening, when your father comes in your house and you also share the same thing with your father, so your father beats you up. So this thing happened, you got beaten up in your house, and in the evening, in the late night, you are watching some videos on YouTube, and you are getting some ads of what? Ads of let's say Relay Spray, Move, or Iodex, something like some other products, which is an pain relieving products and all. So how this happened? How you are getting these ads? Because when you are getting beaten up by your parents, so your you this Amazon Alexa, this Google Home Mini device was there in that room where you got beaten up, right? And then this recorded everything. And when you recorded everything on basis of that data, it is giving you an ad of that you got beaten up. So you required this muscle relaxing products. So you should use it. So now this is a kind of a story that I made up, but it's very serious. That some think let's think about that. If something like that happens, obviously your privacy has been compromised, and this kind of thing is happening a lot, and it's very serious. So if something like that happen, then your privacy, your like has been compromised. Your life has been open to someone else whom you don't know. Right? So it's very serious. Similarly, a lot of cases and incident has been seen that a car can be hacked very easily. One of the cases that happened in Australia, there was a 38-year-old guy who was able to stalk her ex-girlfriend, stalk his ex-girlfriend for via car tracking application. Even one similar kind of case happened in USA. A US reporter, a woman, she was able to find that her ex-boyfriend, cheating on her using how she find it. She find it by his Fitbit data, and we also seen that Fitbit data can be Fitbit can be hacked very easily, and data can be stolen very easily. So it's very serious cases. So any kind of wearable devices, we have smart watches or anything, or smart cars, smart devices, anything can be hacked. So even I saw one of the movie, I forgot the movie name. So there is some a movie where this a hacker is there, and this heroine was like able to were going to somewhere to give them evidence for some crime or something, and this hacker was there who hacked the woman's car, and he actually blocked the steering wheel and failed this gearing mechanism and failed the brakes. So she met with an accident. So it wasn't movie, but actually it's real. This kind of things can happen. So we have like international conferences which actually shows they have this car hacking village where they show how to hack car and all. So all the smart cars like Jeep or Tesla or BMW, Mercedes, all the cars can be hacked very easily. So even you might have seen this thing in one of the movie in Fast to Furious season 8, or I think so, 8 or 9 somewhere. Yeah, so that was there. So this is how this kind of thing can be done. So it's very crucial, very important. My point is, so if you using such devices, that be aware of that information can be used in various manners. Also, we also share a lot of information by ourselves. So we have seen cases where people share their personal information over social media platforms. So we did some research work, we did some survey, and from there we actually concluded and we published some research paper. And from research paper to this is a news article. So some newspaper actually published our article that what we did survey on. So it was, as I mentioned, so 60% of people over the internet share their personal information on social media, like whatever the things possible. Like like even seriousness is that they share PAN card, Aadhaar card details, voter ID cards, and other details mistakenly, not obviously like knowingly, but mistakenly. Let's say even I seen incident that happened recently, just in a week or so. So some local election was going on in Gujarat, and in Gujarat, Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat, and then some local election was going on there, and a lot of people were shared their photo that I know I voted and all. So they were showing their left hand and finger that I just voted, and then on the right hand side, on the right hand there was their voter ID card, and it was in the picture as well, and we can just clearly read the information from the voter ID card. So this kind of thing happens a lot. It's very common. It's just you should not do such things. It's just very serious. Now, similar kind of behavior we have seen that people share a lot of information over the social media on a regular basis and deliberately. So they do share such information like what they are doing and where they are going and what are their what is happening and other things, right? So all this is very serious. Now, some of people them call themselves as, and some people on internet call themselves as a social media influencer. Now, the social media influencer actually to get maximum engagement and to engage more and more audience, to get more and more followers, they share anything means there is no need of such sharing such things, there is no necessity of such things, still say do that. And it most of the time it is actually inappropriate thing they actually share, right? So I have seen people like sharing from early in the morning when they wake up, like I am having a bad hair day, something like that, and then I just got ready and this is my outfit of the day, going to meet this person, that person at this place, and do you like my dress, this or not, then what do you like to eat, I'm having this thing in like in my lunch, I'm meeting here and getting these things and this that thing and other things. So they're like inappropriate things, not that is not required, it's not necessary. People still share such things to get maximum engagement and all, not maximum followers and all. Now this is very inappropriate, and this kind of behavior actually shows that you have a symptoms of social media addiction. It's very serious. It's not a disease or something. It's a disorder. It's a cyber disorder. We say a social disorder. So now it is very common these days that even maybe people are. I think most of you will be using this Snapchat, right? So I don't know, but what I think so or what I understand is if you break the strike, you know about strike, right? You have to maintain the streak or strike. So you have to share the photos on regular basis. You have to share the photo on regular basis, so strike will be maintained, or else the streak or strike will be broken. Then I think you have to go to jail. Something like is that there? I think so, right? Because I think people are like so addicted to that they actually share anything. Even I saw that one thing once that one day I saw a guy who woke up. He just woke up and he just take a picture of it. He don't have anything to share. So what he did is he actually took a photo of bed sheet and shared in shared in Snapchat, that good morning kind of thing, and share with everyone else. I was like, what? What is this? Well, yes, strike nahi tootna chahiye. I was like, what? And this is like next level, right? People actually related to social media and Snapchat like so much that they are sharing anything possible, right? So this is a behavior which actually shows that you are addicted to social media. Even it's normal behavior for everyone else as well these days. So when you wake up, the first thing that you do, and the first place where your hand goes to is your phone, right? So you wake up at around 7 or 8 a.m. and you actually get out of the bed around 9 or 10 a.m. So for 1 or 2 hours, what you are doing, you are just like surfing the internet. You are watching some WhatsApp messages and WhatsApp status and social media, Instagram and Twitter and everything, right? Even in the night as well, when you go for a sleep, you go to the bed around 11 or 12 p.m. and when you actually go to sleep that is around 2 a.m. So for 1 or 2 hours, you are just surfing the internet. Like you are doing, even you are knowing nothing. It's just time pass, right? So you are just watching some random videos on YouTube, and then from after after another video, you watch it again and again and other things, right? So all this is like a different, we can say, as symptoms of social media addiction or this internet addiction. It's very serious thing. It's very getting very things very serious, and people have, I have seen cases, and you might have heard about this thing. People are actually doing murders, like children who are addicted to social media and games are so much. There are cases where a 14-year-old guy, a child who hacked his father because his father wasn't like allowing him to play the PUBG game. So it's very serious case, very serious. It's a very serious kind of scenario that happens, and it's where people actually met with death as well. So just because of this addiction, so it's very serious. Then we have also seen cases that people share their personal information on social media, and the information is like on the left side you can see this. On the left side you can see this. There is a woman who actually shared this photo that she got the debit card on it is a blue color debit card. It's a blue color debit card, and she actually posted in Twitter, and she also posted in someone. A lot of people asked her what is the backcode of the card. So she even posted that as well. So 388. Now this personal information is shared on social media, and she even gave the CVV code as well. Now everything is there. You can see 16-digit code and 16-digit number and card number, and then expired date and her name, and as well as CVV number. Now she is from USA, and in USA, if you do a transaction, if you want to do a transaction, online banking or not, so you don't actually have to put OTP. So in USA, there is no OTP concept. In India, yes, we have this thing that, while you do payment, you have to insert the OTP as well. But in USA, there is not. So if you actually do transaction, that there is no OTP is required, and you can. So you can actually, use this information. You can get the information, and you can use it for the transaction. Also, also you can use it. Let's say you use this information, create a fake card, and you can just swipe the card and wherever you want in POS system, and there is no need of PIN as well. 4-digit PIN is not required even in USA for doing the transaction. It's very serious then. So then on the right side you can see it's a cartoon meme. It's a cartoon meme where you can see two robbers there. So they actually went to bank to do a robbery, and before they do or start the robbery, some police actually caught them. Now one of the robber actually shouting on another one, did you posted our like robbery plan on Facebook? This another guy was like, oops, sorry, I actually did that. So mistakenly they actually, because of his addiction to social media, they actually posted the robbery plan as well. So it's kind of a funny thing, but actually it's very serious. So which actually shows that behavior of social media addiction. Now, if you talk about, this guy, right? So this is Mark Zuckerberg, is the founder of Facebook, and you can see that in this picture on the left side, there is one picture of Mark Zuckerberg, and behind him there is one laptop. On the right side, you can see that same laptop. It's a zoom in picture, and where you can see on his laptop there is a white tape, on his mic there is a black tape. So why he kept it as an, let's say someone hack into his laptop, so no one can take a picture or videos of him and also not record everything, right? So he is taking so much, take care of his privacy that something goes wrong, then he cannot become a victim of such incidents. Now also, what he did recently, that in a week ago, I think so, he bought almost four houses nearby, neighboring houses nearby his house, and he bought it for like $30 million. He spent $30 million for just for his privacy, just because he could have a privacy. Now, how serious it is about he is thinking about his privacy, and he just spent $30 million for just to maintain his privacy. And what we are doing is we are sharing everything, whatever we are doing, and we are sharing everything willingly on his platform. कि आज हम यहाँ गए, आज हम इससे मिले, ये खाया, ये पिया, and everything. Right? We are sharing opinion and everything. Now he is so private and he want to his life private that he actually spend such amount of money, and we are actually sharing things willingly and sharing all our personal information, what we do in the whole day on regular basis on social media platforms of his platform only obviously. So it's very serious thing. So this is just to compare that how serious he is about his privacy and how serious we are about our privacy. So if we talk about privacy, so privacy is it's very common in general in this is, and but no people don't talk about it. Even people know they have few rights as well. So there is, according to the Indian Constitution, Article 21, every individual, every citizen of India have a right to privacy. So every Indian have a right to privacy. So you have rights as an it's in your kind of an common, it's a normal law in Indian Constitution, and it's your rights to, you can actually use your right whenever you want. But there are some certain scenarios in India that won't work. Like let's say you are there in your room and at your house, and you are doing something, you're watching some video or something, and then like something like that happen, and your mom or father, like let's say your mom comes into your room, and you are like doing something and all, and you will be like shouting on your mom, you didn't knock the room, you didn't knock the door, you didn't ask me to come into, you cannot come in my room, you are invading my privacy, you're compromising my privacy. If you say such things, if you say such words, so obviously your mom will be like, hitting you with her chappal, okay? So her sandal, her chappal. So this thing happened, and if you say this thing that, mom, I'll file a case against you, I'll sue you, I'll take you to the court because it's my right. So another chappal will come, right? So it won't work in India, but same thing happens in USA. So if something like that happens, there is some guy or girl in their room, and if her mother comes into suddenly her mother comes into her room, her or his room, then this guy or girl can say this thing, mom, please, can you get out of my room? Give me some space, give me some privacy. I don't like that you do such things. So her mom will actually will get out of the room and go out. And if she don't, then this guy or girl can actually file a case against her or his mom that they are invading their privacy, and this will be taken very seriously. And the same rule is there, obviously, but it's right. It's their right as well. Now we don't have such things, and we cannot accommodate such things because we don't have that culture. Actually, there is laws and rules and everything, but there is no culture. We don't have such culture that actually encourage such things, right? So we don't have that culture. Culture is the biggest issue these days for us, for the law. If we compare with laws and other things, right? There are a lot of rules and regulations there. So we talk about, like in USA, we talk about this Black Lives Matter and all. So racism is there. And if you talk about same thing here in India, if you go to sorry, if you go to some police station and you complain about racism, so they will be like making fun of, like, what about racism? There is a serious cases is there, and right now in our police station, we are talking about racism. So it's very common these days, but it's very serious now. That we have to exercise our rights, and one of the right is a right to privacy. Also, let me give you another scenario. You are at your home and you are doing you're doing something and you're alone, and some random guy or girl, whoever it is, let's say your neighbor comes into your room or comes into your house and in your room, and you will be saying that you cannot come into my room, you cannot come into my house without my consent, without my permission, and you are invading your privacy. And if you want to take action, you can actually do that. So just giving a concept of what privacy is. So this kind of thing can happen, and you can actually sue this guy or girl. So now this is very serious thing, and so this is kind of a physical concept, like how this can be implemented in real life, how this concept of privacy can be implemented in real life. But let me take you to the online privacy mode. So it's very serious that we take actually this kind of scenario is very serious, and here with our online privacy. So a lot of application is there in the internet which actually take care of privacy seriously. but there are a lot of applications who actually make a fun of it. So there is one application called Face App, which got famous recently, and everyone was using this application. And this application was used to use filters that if you're a girl, you can become a guy. If you're a guy, you can become a girl. If you're a young, you can become old. If you're old, you can become young, and a lot of other features are there. It wasn't just AI filters and all, right? So this filters application was got so viral that everyone was using it. Now, so while people are like installing this application or using this application, there has been some serious pointers or serious points that they have mentioned in their privacy policy and terms and conditions that people never read about it. And it was a very eye-opening thing for everyone who are in the domain of cybersecurity. So they have clearly mentioned few things in their website, in their privacy policy section and terms and conditions section. They have clearly mentioned this thing that this company, the FaceApp company, can transfer information that they collect about us, including our personal information across border from any other country or jurisdiction to any other country and jurisdiction around the world or in US. Or not just that, also their affiliate partners and service providers can also do such things, and they can wherever they are having the maintaining the facilities, they can actually store our information there. So now this clearly violates rules and regulation of a lot of countries. Like let's say if it about GDPR, so in Europe Union they have this law called GDPR, and they clearly mention this thing. If I am a citizen of Europe Union, then our data, my data, has to be stored in Europe Union only. Whoever the companies, whichever the companies, they have to store my information in my country only, in my region only. That is the law. Same thing happens in India as we discussed about Chinese application, right? Because our information is stored in China. That wasn't biggest issue. So it wasn't jurisdiction based issue. So same thing happened with this thing as well. And this clearly violates that thing. The whole law is violated clearly. And it is mentioned this thing. And we actually agree without reading the terms and condition policy and all. We just agreed and we submitted. That's it. So when we agreed it, we cannot deny such things later on, right? Then you cannot file cases on such companies later on. Also, these companies are like Russian companies, so you cannot do anything because of jurisdiction law. Also, this company clearly mentioned this thing. FaceApp cannot ensure the security of an information that you transmit to FaceApp or guarantee that the information on the services may not be accessed, disclosed, altered, or destroyed. They have clearly mentioned this thing that anything can go haywire, and anything can go wrong, and anything can happen with your data, the information that you shared with us. This can be hacked, it can be leaked, it can be modified, it can be deleted, that we are not responsible. They have clearly taken hands off that thing, that we are not taking any responsibility. Even they have mentioned this thing as well, that we are not responsible for the practices employed by any website or services linked to or from our services. They are saying that we are not taking any responsibility, plus anything can go wrong because of some employee or employed by any website or services that you are using our services or from our services or to our services. We are not responsible for anything that goes wrong. So they clearly mentioned that as well. So we can understand that anything can go wrong, the company is not liable. And according to even India's IT Act, it is clearly violation of our law. Then also they have mentioned this thing that in the terms and policy, that terms and condition, and they have mentioned this thing that information that we are sharing with this application as an user content. And what is the user content? They have defined that thing. Any content that is shared by us, like username, location, photos, and other things, can be considered as a user content. And that any this information that we are sharing with them, so this we are actually giving them a grant. We are providing them an access to our information, and they can do whatever they want with our information, and we are not getting any benefit of that. So it's clearly mentioned in this the whole box that I've marked it out. So it's very serious. So what we get it from this information, that is, whenever you are using any application, whenever you're using any services, always read its terms and condition and privacy policy. Always do that. So without when you go to some website and for signing up or creating some account or signing up the form and all, and you actually just click on I agree and submit it. You never go to the read. The line is clearly mentioned there. I agree and I read all the terms and condition and privacy policy, and I agree to all this thing. And when you actually never read that thing and you agree, and something like that happen, then you are in your fault, and it's your fault because your information is used in various ways, and you might end up in a lot of other scenarios that is not supposed to be there, right? So this kind of is very serious. Now next topic is defamation. So defamation is is about defaming someone. So if you are there, someone is defaming you, someone is talking bullish about you, and some any kind of a derogatory, defamatory, or obscene or offensive content over the internet, then you can file a case against them of a defamation. So I have few case studies to share about that. So one case is from Maharashtra, where this girl was there. She posted one thing on social media that this Bal Thackeray ji died. So why we are having this whole one day band in Maharashtra, where everything is shut down? Why we are having shut down the whole state? So some group of people didn't like that content and they filed a case against her. And it wasn't a kind of offensive, but some group of people didn't like that content and they filed a case against her. Then this girl have to go to jail for 2 days. Similar kind of a thing happened in West Bengal, where a guy actually posted and shared his opinion over Mamata Banerjee ji, and then some group of people didn't like that content, and then they file a case against this guy, and this guy have to go to jail for a week. Similar kind of thing happened in Gujarat, where a meme video, comedy video has been created using deepfake, and it was kind of an English song in the background, and our CM, Chief Minister of Gujarat, was actually in the video. So this was kind of a funny video and all, but actually it was, you cannot do such things to any personalities, any well-known personalities, like any reputed personalities, like Chief Minister of any state. Obviously, you cannot do that. So then this happened, it got viral and all, and then this guy had to go to jail just because of getting such video. So it's very serious. We have seen a lot of cases like that, and it's very common these days that people share memes and all. Even you might be using or sharing memes on regular day or regular business on regular day, right? So you'll be sharing such content. So I have one or two case studies to share. So one incident happened in a few years back when this Karan Johar in his show Coffee with Karan, he asked one question: who is the president of India? And Alia Bhatt mistakenly mentioned it. So Prithviraj Chauhan, and then people were like making a meme on her, bullying her on social media and other places. Even we have seen that when this press reporters even asking some stupid questions to her, and she was like, "Are you okay? Like, why you are like taking quiz of me? Am I like taking any exam or something like that?" And that it was actually correct answer from her, because this was a stupid question even for anyone, right? We cannot bully someone such like that. So even people created a meme like, she's the student of the year, she's MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, still she don't know who is the president of India, who is prime minister, who is chief minister and all. Even recently same kind of thing happened with Ananya Pandey as well. Even in one of the interviews she mentioned it, मैंने बहुत struggle किया है. And then another actor in the same interview, he said that जहाँ हमारे सपने पूरे होते हैं वहाँ इनके struggle शुरू होते हैं. And then some person created a meme that boys after getting 33 marks and girls after getting 98 marks. So it was kind of funny memes and all, but it's very serious that you are actually bullying someone, you are trolling someone. It's kind of an offensive, obviously, to some person, obviously. So, and this most time it happens with all the well-known Bollywood celebrities and well-known personalities, and people create a meme on them and trolls them and other things and bully them on social media. So there are like millions of people. That's why they don't take any action. But it's, let's say, in some of the scenario, some individuals are there, then they file a case against them, and this person have to go to jail. And if you're sharing such content, then you might have to go to jail as well. So it's very serious. So whenever you are sharing such memes, you should be aware that what kind of meme that you are sharing, right? So I have one or two cases more about that. So maybe you know about this thing that a lot of memes actually got famous so much that they got job and other things. Even it has been seen that maybe you saw this video comedy meme, that Rasode Mein Kaun Tha wala video and all, right? So Rasode Mein Kaun Tha, and it got so famous that the show was off the air, and now because of that they got so famous, they actually started the show again. Even this Mera Kutta Kutta Tumhara Kutta Tommy wala video, so it got so famous that she got the job and she is now acting in some movie. She got so famous because of that video. So this kind of thing also happens, that people get on fame just because of viral videos and all. Also, it's sometimes it's very serious as well. So even a lot of people actually create memes and share memes on our Prime Minister Modi ji, and so Modi ji don't care about such things. And even in one of the interview with Akshay Kumar, he mentioned it. Okay, I actually find it's funny and it's good that people make such memes, and it's creativity. I like the creativity and all, so it's good. But he really don't care about such things. But let's say, so you are creating or sharing such memes on no kind of offensive memes on Prime Minister, he won't mind. But some random group of people didn't like that content, then they can file a case against you and you have to go to jail. Even one of those incidents that happened recently with one of the stand-up comedian, Munawar Faruqi, he have to go to jail for a week in Bhopal just because of that, right? So some similar kind of thing happens a lot. You should be taking care of things that you should not be become victim of such incidents. Then we have seen cases where people share a lot of information over the WhatsApp, and this kind of what information that is shared, they share on WhatsApp, it's kind of a mostly fraudulent phishing messages. So you might have seen these messages. I got this message 3 to 4 days ago. On the left side corner below, you can see a Tata Group's 150th anniversary celebration. So Tata Group is celebrating 150th anniversary, and they are giving out car. So you get a chance to win a car. So how come Tata will provide the car? And there is no way that they will give a car for free. And also the website you can see below is not Tata Group's website. So you can see above that it's written Tata Group, but the link is not Tata Group's. It's some random phishing website, right? So similarly, you can see on the middle, you can see a Women's Day gift link. So it's actually a fake link. You can see above, you can also see that domain name www.amazon.com. When you see the below the link, it's ovip.xyz.com.xyz, right? So all this thing fun, it's phishing and it's a fraudulent links. So whenever you receive any links, so do not share with anyone else. Always check that it's a phishing link. Yes, it's a phishing link. Then please report it. Share with appropriate or concerned authority. You can share it with us as well. You can report to us and we'll take into serious action on such things. So it's very serious. This kind of thing happens a lot. It's very common these days. So I will be suggesting this thing that whenever you are receiving such links, do not share with other people and stop the link of sharing this chain there only, and tell this person who sent it to you, tell that person that do not share with anyone else, and also tell this person who sent it to you to not to share with anyone else, right? So you can say such things to them that do not share with other people, because if you won't become a victim, someone else will, right? So that's why do not share such content. Even we have seen such cases that recently there's as you can see a photo of KBC1. So this photo has been circulated over the WhatsApp and with some audio, and you'll be getting an audio. Okay, I know I'm calling from KBC, and you won the lottery and Geo lottery, something like that, and you'll be getting this amount of money. Just please call on WhatsApp number. I have shared a WhatsApp number with you. Call our manager, and they will give you money in your account and all. So it's fraud. It's clear fraud. It's clear fraud, right? You cannot share such information with anyone else. So please be aware. Do not share such information with anyone else, right? Also, we have recently seen this. It's a trend that even you know about this family WhatsApp group and all. And these days, everything is it's in festive mode, and everyone is enjoying festivals and this religious and culture moment and all. Now, in this time, people are getting so smart. Scammers are getting so smart. What they are doing is they'll send you a video that this is video of this temple, and this video came from this temple, and you can do a live darshan of the god sitting at your home, and then then there will be one more link. Will be a link of prasad, that you can order a prasad by sitting at your home only directly from this temple. And you'll be like, okay, this is good, and the cost is like 500 rupees only in the website that is mentioned. So when you fill up the form, the information is shared with them. Then when you pay the amount, so instead of 500 rupees, 5,000 has been debited from your account. So this kind of fraud is happening. So it's very common these days. So please be aware and do not become a victim of such incidents. Also, we have seen that people share this messages that this message is directly from this temple, and you should share with other 10 people, or else you will have a bad day. So it's funny that there are people actually who actually do such things. So that's why I kept this one meme here on the left side corner. There is a Hanumanji. Hanumanji is beating this guy. He's saying that, "Kya bata, maine tujhe tab kaha ki main se 10 लोगों को भेजो वरना बुरा होगा." So it's funny that Hanumanji is beating this guy because he never said that. And so Hanumanji never told that, and no God don't, like any God don't want to harm you or disrespect you and want to think about bad about you, right? So obviously, so it's a fraudulent, it's a propaganda, right? You should not encourage such things. You should not share such content over the internet, right? Also, as you are getting aware of this content, I would also suggest you to please share with your fathers and mother and your parents as well, because they use social media and WhatsApp too much or a lot, that they might have become a victim of such incidents, right? So please aware them. Also, we have seen cases where people share a lot of information over the internet and specifically WhatsApp status, that what they are doing and other things, right? So this kind of thing happens a lot, and the people share their specifically when they are sad, they don't want to talk to someone, and this listen to some sad song, and what they do is they take a video of it, and video is blank, like black video is there, and like there is nothing to see, and they are having an audio in the background. That's it. So now this is not an appropriate thing to do, right? So if you are sad, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling lonely, then I would suggest that please talk to someone, talk to your friends and family. Do not like listen to sad song and irritate us as well, right? So even I have seen this thing, it's very common. This is even you might have seen this thing or experienced this thing, that your friends actually so sad that actually they put up sad songs on WhatsApp status. And if you have a lot of friends, then when you open up WhatsApp status early in the morning, then you can listen to like this 30-40 sad songs and 10 to 20 different motivational video audio and videos from early risers. They actually put up this motivational audio videos and all. They have got motivated, and they also share with us as well, and in their WhatsApp obviously status. So now, so because if something like that happens, you actually don't have to turn on the radio. You just open that and it's radio only, right? So it's kind of gives a mixed feeling. So it's kind of irritating as well. That's why I kept this meme on the right side corner, that sad song सुनना पाप नहीं है, लेकिन उसे WhatsApp status में डालकर दूसरों को irritate करना is आतंकवाद. So it's terrorism. So yeah, next topic is identity theft. So identity theft is so common these days. So everyone becomes a victim of this thing. On an average, like 2 out of 10 people become victim of identity theft. So where some random guy, what he or she will do, the scammer, he will create a fake account of yours, same name, same photo, everything is same. Even they will go to your friend list and then add all the friend of yours in their account and fake account, and then later ask for the money. Yeah, I am in need of money. Please send me some money. Because of COVID ended, I am like running out of money. Please send me some money. I'll give you back money in the month or so. And this is kind of an identity theft that is happening, and they're making money out of it. We have seen cases a lot of like that. We have seen cases. One of the cases that happened in Gujarat, there a well-known RJ's fake account has been created, and this fake account was talking to a lot of women, and one of the women becoming a fan of him so much, and he fell into love, and they want also into relationship as well. And this guy, fake account guy, actually committed that he will marry her. And this girl actually went to real RJ and his office, and she was telling that, you're talking to me, you promised me to marry. And this guy was like, okay, sister, first of all, I'm married. I have 2 children as well, and I never talked to you. And this girl was like, no, you talk to me. Sorry. You can see this messages. We have talked about it. He was like, okay, this is fake messages, fake accounts. I never talked to you. So then they file a case, and then incident happened, and then case was reported, and then that they investigate the case. So it's it's a fact thing. This kind of thing happens a lot. So whenever you are on internet, you're talking to someone, always check that it might be a fake account, right? So please be aware, take care of such things. Then a lot of other kind of cases are also seen by us. We have seen such cases where people used to fight physically before, and now they slap each other, beat each other, and abuse each other and all. Then they gone to home and all. But now these days, what people do is they actually take a revenge online. So they go to home, they create a fake account of their whom they want to take a revenge, and then they use their fake photos and videos and then blackmail them. So it's very common these days. Even we have seen cases where people who are in relationship, they had private chats and videos and everything, and then when they break up, they actually take a revenge while sharing all these photos and videos on some pornographic websites. We have seen such kind of cases. Also, one of the incidents that happened in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, it's an incident. There is a guy called Shohad. So Shohad He was talking to a lot of women. He became friend with almost 1100 women over the internet, and then proposed 26 women over the internet. And if the girl was not accepting his love, right, so then he was sharing obscene video over the internet via like Instagram account and all. So this is a very serious case. This kind of cases are called as in cyberbullying and cyber harassment. So this can be reported very easily, and taken action can be taken very easily in such instances. Now, in that, I'll on this topic, in particular topic. So there are few pointers that you should take care of. So that is protect your identity. How you can do that? First of all, first point is do not talk to unknown people on internet. Never talk to unknown people on internet, because you don't know who the person is, how the person is, what they do, and everything. Right? You never met them, you never know them, so you never saw them. So how you can trust them? So you should not do such things. Also, do not share your personal information like your full name, date of birth, parents' name, address, phone number. And specifically, I would say that again. I repeat that. Do not share your personal photos and video. And specifically, again, I'll say that do not share your private photos and videos. It's a very serious thing. I have seen cases that people actually. Let me share one case study. So there's one case from Bangalore. Some 14-year-old girl was there, and this girl actually, was talking to some girl, a guy over the internet on Instagram or somewhere, and this guy was 18-year-old or so. So they were like into friend. They got into friendship. They got a relationship. They're into online relationship, and then this guy was actually asking for photos and videos, and she actually gave that as well, private photos and videos. And then later on, this guy actually shared this private photos and videos on some pornographic website, and it got viral. And because of that, this 14-year-old girl committed suicide just because of the shamelessness and other things. So she got ashamed of that so much that she committed suicide. A 14-year-old girl. So it's very serious case. This kind of thing. And this guy, the 18-year-old, then when the case was filed, investigation happened. Then after the investigation, they found out that this 18-year-old guy was 38-year-old guy, and this guy was actually, this was his business, and this is kind of thing we call as in grooming, where adult actually try to talk to some children's, and they become friends to them, and they ask for a lot of personal information and photos and videos and other things, and later on then blackmail them or get some work out of them. So it's very serious. So then also we have seen some cases of cyber stalking, bullying, and harassment. It's very serious cases. So let me tell you one incident. Let's compare it with real time to online. So let's say you are from your college you are going from your college to your home, and random person is stalking you, some guy is stalking you, right? And then you don't like that scenario, right? So you stand up one day and you like telling this guy, what are you doing? Why you are following me? This and that and all, right? You stab him and you abuse him and other things, right? Now, same thing happens online. So you won't even know that who is talking you, because you'll be like, I have this many followers. I have this many people who are friends on my Facebook, right? So you won't know that he or she is talking to you. So one of the case happened in Maharashtra and Mumbai. A girl is a social media influencer, and she actually went to Manali for a trip, and then some stalker was following her, and then because the stalker was following her on regular basis, he knew everything about her likes, dislikes, and everything. Now using that information, he actually become friends to her in Manali, and then kidnapped her. So it's very serious case. This kind of things can happen. So you should be aware of such scenarios. Also, cyberbullying. One of the case happened in Rajasthan. That Rajasthan, some college was there. Maybe you saw this movie Three Idiots. You know this incident ragging thing. There is in the movie Tofa Kabulo scene, wala scene and all. So now this scene, similar kind of thing happened in Rajasthan in one of the college. And when that happened, so video was being created and video was shared online, and video got viral. And the guy, like the guy was in the video who was there and who been ragged. So this ragging video was then got viral and all. And this guy actually, because of he got ashamed of such incident, he actually committed suicide. So it's very serious. Even we have seen cases of cyber harassment a lot, where people become a victim of cyber harassment, and they actually should actually take a stand up, and they should do or take some actions. So I have seen cases, and according to even Microsoft report, 50% of school and college going students become a victim of cyberbullying and harassment. Also, we have seen cases where people, and I know even we did some survey and research work, and we found that cumulatively, almost all the women and girls over the internet receive cumulatively on all the social media platforms on an average 50 messages. So 50 messages received by on a random day. This woman or girls over the internet, they receive this 50 random messages from random guys, right? So it's very kind of an serious thing. And when they receive it and they don't respond to it, so they get abused, and they even know that they are getting abused and all in the blog section. So this is a funny incident, but it's actually funny thing, but it's actually very serious as well. This kind of thing, it can go so haywire that this kind of thing can go wrong, right? In various means, right? So it's very serious. Now, I have a few case studies to share. So one of incident that social media hacking profile is there cases like that. Okay, your account can be hacked. So social media account is hacked, and this hacker is talking to your friends and family asking for some money. Then some fake account has been created on your name using deepfake. They have used your photo and this for imposance of pornographic photos and videos and all. Now they are blackmailing you. I have your nude photo and everything, obscene photo and everything. So that's actually, it's a fake photo and video. You don't have to worry about that. You can incidentally, like immediately, you can report such incident in the police, and they will take care of some things, right? That then this kind of thing happens because we share all the information over the internet. Specifically, we share our photos and videos over the internet. And how that happened? Because we participate in challenges like Sari challenge, couple challenge, fitness challenge, 5 day challenge, 10 day challenge, 5 year challenge, and this and that and all, right? And from there, you can these people can easily find the photos and videos, and they can use it however they want. So it's very serious. Then instead of confession pages, a lot of schools have confession pages, and like it's obviously not created by schools, it's by students only. We have one case from from I think Kerala. Some school actually, some school was there, and confession pages was created, and then this school student was handling this confession page, and then some girl actually posted some, shared some confession over the message to this page, and this admin of that page was on that guy was from 10th standard only, and this guy actually used that information and then start blackmailing this girl. So this kind of thing happens a lot. It's very serious things. Now school-going students also, criminals, cyber criminals. Then we have seen cases of selfie. People take selfies and they even die as well. You will be saying how. So there is one case from I think Bangalore. So there is, I forgot the name of the hill, which is very famous. So one of the guy actually went to that hill, and then they were trying to take a selfie from there, and he actually fall into the whole thing, and they fall from this hill, and he died. So because of he obviously fall from the hill, he was trying to take a selfie. So it's very serious thing. Then also one funny incident. So one incident that happened in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. So a guy actually stopped a Rajdhani train by showing a red flag, and then take a selfie, and then he ran. So this kind of thing has happened. So people are taking this kind of thing very very in light mode, but it's very serious. Also, we have seen cases of sending an offensive message over the internet. A lot of people send a lot of offensive messages, abuse each other over the internet as they are friends. But it is kind of offensive message that you cannot share on the social media. It's an open public platform, right? You cannot do such things. Also, we have seen cases of sexting a lot. That a lot of people, a lot of couple actually are they are into relationship and all, and they do sexting over Instagram. And we have seen cases. One of the cases that happened in from I forgot the place name, from Karnataka, and this incident happened that there's some college student was there, and there was some college couple, and they were talking private things and private chats, and their private photos and videos were there in their Instagram account. Now some random person hacked into this guy's account and saw that thing. All the private photos and videos were there. The private chat was there, and then they started blackmailing this couple, and they are saying, "Okay, I know you have to pay me 15,000 rupees, or else I'll use this photo videos and I'll share it. I'll make it viral and I'll share with your friends and family and all." So this kind of thing is very serious. Also, we have seen cases of cyber blackmailing, fake email extortion, and you're getting an email and asking for money and all, and they'll be extorting money from you. A lot of other cases like grooming and child pornography cases also seen. So we already talk about that, and it's very serious. Let's talk about a little bit about the latest incident that happens on Instagram specifically. So there is one incident from Hyderabad. A guy actually saw an ad on Facebook, Instagram, that you can invest money and you can make the investment double, right? Just instantly, kind of a thing. So like, maybe you saw this movie Hera Fairy, 21 double kind of a scheme, right? So where he invested 10,000 rupees, he got 20,000 rupees. That's good. Then they invest more. So he invested 50,000 rupees, then he got 1 lakh rupees. Now he was very much convinced that I can like increase the amount and I can get maximum out of it. So he invested 5 lakh rupees and he didn't got them penny. Sorry. So he didn't got the penny. So now this kind of thing happen. So it's an fake in ads and it is a fake investment ads. So you should not participate in such incidents. Then you also seen this kind of ads that you have to just pay 500 rupees and you will get all the accounts, Amazon Prime account, Hotstar Premium account, Netflix Premium account for just 500 rupees for a year. And you pay 500 rupees when you get the username password, and after 24/7, 24 hours, this account password is changed. You cannot access our account. So 500 rupees gone. So this kind of thing also happened. Even a lot of cases saw that people actually selling the shoes, phone, TV, washing machine over the Instagram. So all these are like fraudulent things. Do not encourage or do not use or such or buy things from Instagram, because it's fraudulent thing. Because we have seen cases people actually buy shoes, they never got shoes. Buy phone, they never got phone. So when incident that happened from Chennai, guy actually bought phone, but he got this soap in the box. So after a week, he got this thing. After a week, he got this box, but there wasn't soap in the box. Also, some random guy actually bought a washing machine, and obviously he bought washing machine, but he never got the washing machine. A lot of people buy phones, buy TV and buy phones and everything. All these are frauds. All these are frauds. Okay. Then also never believe in such special offers or discount. Everything is frauds. And we have seen case of copyright issues this is in specifically from celebrities. Well-known celebrities, so Tollywood, Bollywood celebrities become victim of this incidents where they get message from Instagram that you are using some audio messages, audio songs or everything. You don't have a copyright of using that, so we'll ban your account. And someone like the celebrities like, okay, what should I do? Like, you have to fill up this form and we'll allow you to use that song. There's like, okay, when they fill up the form, their account has been hacked. So this kind of thing has been happening. So it's very famous these days. Then brand ambassador. So you will be getting an offer of some random account that you are have very good influencer, and we can see that you have good amount of followers. Can you be a brand ambassador of our product? And you'll be like, okay. Then they'll be telling you to please fill up this form. When you fill up the form, your account has been compromised. Then they will be saying, okay, you have to pay 50,000 rupees as a security deposit. And when you pay 50,000 rupees, it's gone. It's a fraudulent thing. Fine. Then trolls means we talked about hate speech. So do not share some hate speech over the internet. And there's one incident that happened in Bangalore. Some guy actually posted something on the internet about some Prophet Muhammad, that this and that, and some people didn't like that content. There was an incident that happened. It was a kind of an riot happened in Bangalore, and even the police got beaten up because of that, and also the police station and car, everything was damaged. A good amount of public property was damaged because of such single hate speech that someone shared, like obviously in fun mode or something like that. But it's very serious. Should not do such things. Then obscene content, do not share obscene content. We have seen that people, guys and girls both, they have this private groups on WhatsApp and Instagram where they share some obscene content or pornographic content. And this pornographic content or obscene content that you are sharing, so it's illegal. You cannot do such things. Even when we have some cases, there's one cases of this boys' locker room, maybe you recently saw, right? So this kind of cases happens a lot. So it's very common, but it's very serious. Then we have seen cases of kidnapping. So one of the cases that happened in Madhya Pradesh, that a 7-year-old guy, children, sorry, just give me a second. Sorry, yeah. So a 7-year-old child got kidnapped from the school on the first day of school. Why that happened? How that happened? So when the parents actually filed a case, and then the police actually find the kidnapper, and then case filed and investigation happened, and then find the kidnapper and all, and then this they were asking investigating the case, and they were asking questions to interrogating the kidnapper, and then kidnapper mentioned that no, this I am following this couple, and they have this children, they have this child, and they are posting everything about this child. So they are sharing that first time my child is walking, first time my child is talking, first time this is the first day of my child. So from that information, he used that information and they kidnapped this their child, 7-year-old child, 6-year-old child from school. So this case is very serious case. Also, we have seen cases of one of the cases that happened in in Gujarat, Vadodara, where a family actually went for they went for some tourism for like as a tourist for some this Char Dham ki yatra, yeah. So Char Dham ki yatra, and then when they came home, then there was some burglary happened then in their home, and they they reported the incident, and police came, they investigated, they even find the burglar as well. So when they asked for this thief that how this happened, how you planned everything and all these things. So he mentioned that this family actually posted on Facebook that we are going for Char Dham ki yatra, Jai Mata Ji, and then their friends and family actually commented there, are you going alone? You didn't tell us, you didn't told us and all. And then their friends and were saying that he was this guy who posted it. He was replying that no, we are going for whole family. This whole family is going for 10 days. So then the neighbor was saying that no, you didn't told us and all. And they're like, okay, don't worry, I'll get a prasad for you. All right. And then using that information, obviously they mentioned this thing. So using that information, this robber actually robbed their home and did the burglary. Because he come to know that this family will be gone for 10 days and no will be there at the home. And so using that information, they actually did that burglary. Then, so on concluding that point, I would like to say this thing. So whenever you are using social media platform, always think about this thing, and it's very common, and about it. This is very famous, right? Gandhi ji ke Teen Bandar, right? Bura mat bolo, bura mat suno, bura mat dekho. Same thing has been changed now, and the thing is now it can be said as bura mat type karo, bura mat like karo, and bura mat share karo, because of social media and all. Fine. Let's move towards the next topic, that is COVID-19. Sorry. Cybercrime during the COVID-19. So we have seen a lot of fraudulent cases of the cybercrime that happen, and cyber frauds that happen, and a lot of cases of where we have seen fraudulent websites. There has been lot of fraudulent website where people can actually it's promote as that you can just look for our website and look for how many how many COVID positive people are there in the world. It was a fraudulent portals. Even we have seen cases of fake PM Care Fund. So there is a PM Care Fund that started by Modi ji, and some random guy, the scammer, used the same name and created a different UPI, and using that they were actually doing frauds. Even one of the incidents that happened in Gujarat, which was very funny incident, that some random guy put in the Statue of Unity, a world largest Statue of Unity of Sardar Patel, for sale on OLX for $4 billion. And they mentioned that Gujarat government is looking for some fund. So it's very serious case. It's funny, but it's very serious. And you can think about the creativity and the height of this fraud. Also, we have seen a lot of job frauds during the COVID-19, where people are looking for jobs. They didn't have jobs, so they applied for jobs. Now, what happened is, it's very common. Even this just happened, not just COVID-19. Even it happens on normal day as well. So you will getting a call that your job, you are selected for a job. Your interview is going to happen. You have to just pay us 500 rupees for confirmation of your interview, and we are charging the 500 rupees as a consultancy. You will be saying, okay, when you pay 500 rupees, actually they will debit around 5,000 rupees from your account. So it's a fraudulent thing. It's very common these days. A lot of fake companies has been created during COVID-19. They will be saying, the sanitizer is in demand, so we are starting a sanitizer company, and obviously we'll make good profit and we'll give you a double amount of money that you invest in our company. And they take investment and they run away. So फरार हो जाते हैं. So ऐसे भी बहुत सारे cases मिलते हैं. Then we also have seen cases where people getting these messages from the internet or from WhatsApp everywhere that you have to install this application, and you can, whenever you will have someone who have a corona positive nearby you, then your phone will be vibrate. Your phone will vibrate and you will get to know that some corona positive person is there nearby you. So you have to go away from that person. Now, this application, there is, first of all, there is no technology such like that. And it's a fake application. It's a malware-based application. So this application was called as a coronavirus malware because it steals all the information from your phone, like your username, password, and sensitive information like your bank account details and all. And this send it to your to the hacker. So this was like fraudulent thing that is happening over the internet. Next point is fake news. There has been seen cases of fake news a lot, where people share, even according to one of the report, 95% information that is shared about the coronavirus or COVID-19 was fake news. So you can think about that, how many fake news has been, misinformation has been shared, false information has been shared with by us, because even you know that in your friends and family, almost everyone become a doctor in the whole night, right? Ek raat mein raat sab log doctor ban gaye, and everyone is doctor and they are suggesting you, okay, you should eat this and that, and then you won't have corona. If you have corona, you should eat and drink this thing. You will get cured by corona. And if you drink this and have this thing, eat this food, and you get an immunity and you won't be having corona at all. So all this thing is like kind of a false information because they read everything on internet, right? So it's a fake news. So beware of fake news. Whenever you are getting any information, that you should not share such news without verification. So always verify the information, always check an authenticity of the content, credibility of a person, and look for the origin of that content. According to Government of India, certain, so in year 2020, 6,96,938 cybersecurity incident that has been reported. And we have also seen a rise of cybercrime by 300%. And according to a report of certain, 2,90,445 cyber security incident which focused on banking financial frauds has been seen. According to the NCRB, National Crime Record Bureau of India, maximum number of cases has been registered in year 2020. That was 50,035. The top states were in the list of cybercrime, maximum number of cybercrime registered in the year 2020 were Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, Odisha. Now, what was the motive behind the cybercrime? People who committed cybercrime, from again, this is also from NCRB. So, what was the motive behind that? Behind the cybercrime? So, most of the time it was a fraud, cyber fraud, causing dispute, personal revenge, and sexual exploitation. How and who did that, and how many people, or who was the people who actually did that? So, most of the time it happens that people who knows you, or people who know you, or you know them, right? So they are doing such things. So friends and family, neighbors and relatives. So people who know you, they are like looking for some bad situation for you, and people who don't know you, how they care that you will go in such worse scenario, right? They really don't care about that. So if that there is there, then these people are like actually hackers. So people who did the maximum number of cybercrime, the mostly reason was, or who were there, like they were neighbors, relatives, friends and family, or professional hackers, and students as well, obviously. Then so what is cybercrime? So we talk about a lot of things. We talk about cybercrime incidents and all. Now, what is cybercrime? What is the definition of cybercrime? So any crime that happens in electronic medium, using electronic medium as a tool or as a target, or electronic medium or devices as a tool or target, that is called as a cybercrime. That is a definition. Now, what kind of cybercrimes are there? Hacking, cyber stalking, phishing, password cracking, malware, DDoS, scams, click frauds, social engineering, banking frauds, and all. In the end, I think I'm running out of time. I'll quickly almost finish this thing. I have 5 minutes more, I think so, 5 to 10 minutes. I'll quickly wrap up the session. So yeah, in social engineering scam, there has been incident that people get a call from the nearest healthcare center, and they are getting call that we'll order and we'll take an appointment of you and to take a vaccine shot, and please share your Aadhaar card details. When you share Aadhaar card details, they actually use your information for something else, and then they'll tell you, okay, please pay 100 rupees for security deposit. When you come to the healthcare center, we'll give you we'll refund you the 100 rupees. We'll give you the 100 rupees back, right? So don't worry. It's just we want to just confirm that you will come. So when you pay 100 rupees, so they will deduct 10,000 rupees from your account, and it's a fraudulent thing. Even people receive mail from income tax department or bank that this they received this loan or something. Sorry, their loan or some fraudulent transaction happened in their account, or they didn't pay the income tax, something like that, and it's a legal notice, and you have to go to jail if you won't reply to this email. So all these are like fake things. Even we have seen people are getting mails, messages about they won the lottery, they are getting charity, they are some random person is giving them a 50% share of their company, and it's $1 million company. Not it's all these things are fraud. Even latest schemes are people are getting this messages that you can earn money sitting at home by like every day you can earn 1,500 rupees. So just install this application and click on the links. When you do that, it's a fake clickbait links, and in the end you can see there is money in your application, and you can get the money transferred in your account by after the end of the month or after the 1 month. So when you do that, then there is no money actually. It's a fraudulent thing. Also, people are getting this call that if you need instant loan, yes, I need an instant loan. So please install this application, fill up the form, and we'll verify the information for you. When it is done, then we'll transfer the money. When that happens, actually they debit your account from your debit money from your account. It's a fraudulent thing. Also, people are getting mails from employers and all. Then it's a fraudulent thing. There is information that they're asking, and when you share it, your account has been compromised. A lot of other cases are there, but I don't have a time. I'm skipping few parts. Then phishing, it's very common. You get an email from some random company and you will be like, it's an authenticated email. When you click on that, your account has been compromised. Phishing, you get a call from your bank that your debit card or credit card is blocked, and you will be like, what should I do? Please verify your information. We'll unlock your card. When you do that, your money is debited from your account and gone to some fraudster's account. Phishing, so you get an SMSs that you got around 35,000, 40,000, 50,000 rupees money in your bank account. It is credited. Just click on that and link, and you can see that money in your account. So when you do that, your account has been compromised. Then a lot of cases has been seen that maybe you saw this thing that Lenskart added around 2,000 rupees coupon in your account. Click on this link and you can redeem that account, redeem this 2,000 rupees. So if you saw this thing that Lenskart added around student surfing, so when you go to some on this link and school college, you can redeem that account, redeem the public places like. So if you saw this thing that Lenskart added, you are student surfing, so when you go to some on this link and school college, you can redeem that account, redeem the public places like. So if you saw this thing that Lenskart added, you are student surfing, so when you always click on this link and school college, you can redeem that account, redeem the public places like. So if you saw this thing that Lenskart added, you are student surfing, so when you always click on this link and school college, you can redeem that account, redeem the Okay, let's have a video call. And then after 10 minutes of video call, then this girl actually sent a video that, see, I have your video and this is your video, and I'll publish this thing and make it viral, or else please pay me 15,000 rupees, or else I'll make this video viral now. And then people like got blackmailed and they pay the money as a ransom. So this is kind of called as honey trapping. It's very common and people become victim of honey trapping. Then when you go to ATM, always look for these things. It's very common these days that people actually, the scammers actually do such thing. They hide the cameras, small cameras, CCTV cameras, and it records everything, all the PIN code and everything. And when you swipe the card from the ATM system, so it records that as well. So then later on, the scammer come into the ATM and copy the data, everything, and then use it later on to do the transaction from your account. Also, we have seen this fake keypad is there. So when you insert the PIN, so fake keypad use this information, and this information stored in that system, and then later on hacker can transfer the information from that system to the laptop and use that information and debit the amount from your account. So this kind of thing also seen. Then you can see below bottom middle section, you can see the the system is there. We call it as a POS, point of sale system. So this point of sale system, you just swipe up the card, your information is stored in the system, and your copied data is copied there. And when you insert the PIN, and then your information is stored there as well. This PIN code is everything is there. Now, using your PIN code details and using your 4-digit PIN and your card details, they can do transactions. and you won't even know that, and you will be saying OTP आया नहीं, कैसे transaction कैसे हो गया? It's a fraudulent thing that is happening, just like that. So on the left side you can see a system that is fake one. On the right side it is an original one. So you can compare both the devices, right? Then also when you go to some restaurant or some shopping, then do not give your card away to the another person or a waiter or someone. Then do not share PIN as well. So people do such things, and when they do that, then it's very risky. That they have this on the left side corner below. You can see a photo that you can see there's small devices there. This people can easily just swipe up the card, data is copied, and just note down the PIN, and it's that. Then they share this information with the hacker and fraudster scammers, and they can use it to debit the money from your account, and your fraud can happen very easily. Then if you go to ATM system, always be aware of such incident. So we have seen cases of like this is called diversion theft, where some one person is already there and they will divert you from doing transaction, and one of the partner, and this guy just recently so they started scheming and all, and he saw this pin, and her partner is there, and then they will together divert this person, as in distraction will be there, and distract this person, and then take this card with her and go. So this is how they do it. They will divert you and they will take the card and go, and then later on do the transactions. Last topic, cyber law. So I'll quickly talk about laws. So ITX. So if you are doing crime, or if you are committing crime, or you become a victim of cyber crime, what kind of thing that you should be aware of? So ITX. So according to ITX 2000, Section 66C, identity theft. So we talk about identity theft, right? Something like that happen. So the person will, it's a criminal offense. The person will go to jail for 3 years and 1 lakh rupees fine. Similarly, cheating by impersonation, same thing, 3 years jail and 1 lakh rupees fine. Violation of privacy, Section 66E, for 3 years jail and 2 lakh rupees fine. Cyber terrorism, imprisonment for life. Publishing obscene content over the internet and sexually explicit content over the internet in electronic form, 5 years jail and 10 lakh rupees fine. Sharing child pornography content, 5 years jail and extended up to 7 years jail and 10 lakh rupees fine. If you become a victim of such scenarios, if you're getting some threatening or defamatory messages over the internet, then you can file this case, and this law will be implicated. That is Section 503, 504 IPC, 4999, 500 IPC. If some bogus website or cyber fraud website is there, then 419, 420 IPC will be implicated. And if there is a theft of electronic devices, Section 379 IPC will be used. So stolen data or data theft happen, then Section 411, 379, 381 IPC will be used. Defamation morphing happen, then Section 469, 499, 500 IPC will be used. Publishing indecent material, Section 292A, 295A IPC will be used. Deceiving people on internet, 415 IPC will be used. Insulting a modesty of a woman, Section 509, this is a special law. Insulting the modesty of women, Section 409 IPC will be used. Abandonment of suicide, Section 305, 306 IPC. Cyber stalking, bullying and harassment of women and child, Section 354D IPC. Fake profile, special laws. Fake news, Section 505 IPC. Cyber blackmailing, Section 384, 503, 506 IPC, and a lot of other laws are there. Fine. Now, if you become a victim of cybercrime, what you should do? You can report to cybercrime.gov.in. It's a Government of India's website. You can report any kind of incident, cybercrime incident there in this website. In the end, concluding the whole session, in the end, 5 tips. First is, do not talk to unknown people on internet. Do not share your personal photos and videos with anyone else. Keep your profile private and strong and secure enough. And do not click on some random phishing or fraudulent link. And keep your password strong and safe enough so no one can easily hack it. So, secure communication, you can use some secure communication channel to be safe and secure over the internet. You can use TunnelBear and other VPNs to be surfing internet, safe surfing on internet. You can use uBlock Origin, Ghostly and Privacy Badger as a good add-on for secure surfing. You can use Signal Chat Secure for secure chatting application. Mailable App and Proton Mail for secure mailing application. You can use Firefox browser and Facebook Pattern for secure surfing. And sorry, that's it from my side. If you guys have any question, please drop your question in the chat section or in the message board. We'll take your questions there. I would like to thank Gujarat Police and Gujarat Cyber Cell, Mozilla Foundation, and I have another initiatives to help us promote us. And this is my contact details. You can reach out to me here This is my contact details. This is, you can reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We do a lot of events on regular basis. We do a lot of activities, technical, non-technical. So you can follow me there, and you can keep update of my work and all. Also, you can connect me to LinkedIn. This is my contact number as well, 8980808222. And if you become, I hope you don't become a victim of cybercrime. But if you become victim of cybercrime in the future, and if you need any help and any suggestion, please give me a call. I'll surely help you out. If you're looking for some opportunities like internship or something, please do connect me. I'll surely help you out with there as well. And if you're looking for some guidance, career guidance in the domain of cybersecurity, sure, do reach out to me. I'll surely help you out. Right. And if you like this content, if you like this presentation, so please share your feedback with us. You can post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and tag us. And you can use our hashtag logout now, and use our handle @logout IDF, and we'll give a shout out to you as well. Fine. So I think yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you. If you guys have any question, do let me know.
Thank you, Viral, for that was an amazing session by you. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, please do drop it in the YouTube chat. Okay, I guess we can always send these doubts to queries to you later, as this is already uploaded on YouTube. So I guess we can wrap it up. Again, thank you, Will, for taking up this amazing session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the whole team, Mozilla team. And I always love to talk to, meet, and deliver sessions in Mozilla chapters and Mozilla clubs. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, we can wrap it up.